Good evening, everyone. We're live on the Kingpin Radio Show, and I am your host, Makisha Cunningham, with Wisdom of the Day. Last week we did an interview live in the studio with our very own Ismael Nelson, also known as Dr. Foolish. That interview was very intriguing, very funny, too. We had a lot of feedback from it. So we basically want to just try tonight to see if we can get him on the phone and let him do what he do best. And the phone is ringing. Hello, Ismael, Dr. Foolish.
Oh, my friend. I find a phone. I find it, you say Dr. Foolish, I find a phone in Walmart. I don't take the phone back into customer service because they say our black people steal.
What? Hello?
I say, some people say they don't understand when I say what I say, but I try to make you understand when I say what I say because I don't speak English very well. You understand?
I'm looking for Dr. Foolish.
Oh, the crazy guy.
Yeah. Do you know him?
Oh, yeah, hold on. He gave me the phone. He said you go call, and he in the women's bathroom doodling. I think he about to come out. He the water running. Give me 1 second. Hey, Dr. Foolish! Like the radio people, you say they'll call you. They call you right now. Okay, he coming. Okay.
Okay.
He coming to the phone.
Okay.
I didn't know who he was, but he said somebody from the radio called his phone. And he said, I think, he coming right now. Okay, bye. He coming.
Bye.
Hello.
Hey, Dr. Foolish.
What's up, y'all? Met my friend Hector.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Foolish, we just wanted to see if we can get you on the phone because we have been getting a lot of feedback from the previous interview that you did live in the studio.
There's some girls called.
Man, it was a whole lot of people called. They were Latino, albino. It was a stripper.
I'm thinking about becoming a stripper. I'm about to say the hell with it and just do me like 12 push-ups every morning and just get myself together and drink me like some nutriments and eat nothing but like light bread and yellow rice and ketchup and get thick. I'm just start stripping. My strip club ain't gonna be slang shot.
Why you want to become a stripper?
I don't know. I want to be rained on one time by a bunch of fat girls. Just make it rain on me.
That's gonna be a lot of rain.
Yeah, I just want to just throw money on me, like just throw it. I don't care. Hit me all in the face and the eye. I don't care. Just make it rain.
You gonna feel cheap, huh?
But I can't be a stripper now because I'm built like a pole. So I got to get some definition to this pole. So one thing, another. But what's been up? What's been up with you?
Everything is everything. We live in the studio as usual, working hard, no play. And like I said, a lot of people have been calling in. And you know what? Because of your interview, the show has been getting a lot of feedback from it. So people have been actually inboxing and calling the Kingpin show to make appointment to come in and do interviews. So thank you for that. I think.
Hey, thank God. God steered me in that direction. That wasn't a decision that I made. God sent me there. And, I feel a very spiritual vibe between the two of you guys when I'm around. That is love. It's genuine love. It ain't about, just doing it just because, we all grew up together. We're an extended family through Christ. So, and like I said, anytime you guys want me to come over, man, if I can clear that schedule, man, I'm there, man. And that's on everything right there. At least I know I ain't dealing with no bootleggers. You guys had everything laid out nice. You treated me like the king. But that first impression, everything. And you guys welcome me in, and you open arms, and I thank both of y'all for that, man. I'll never forget that.
We appreciate the love. We appreciate the love and support. It was an honor, and I guarantee you, the next time gonna be better than the first time. We gonna make sure you have your apple juice.
You better have my apple juice.
I just said we gonna have your apple juice.
Yeah, don't judge me. I like apple juice radio, bro. I like apple juice. It keep my skin tight. That's the skin secret. Apples do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
At least That's what's the white lady name that just lost her job? That says she's not a racist, but she used the N word like 32,000 times in her life. What's her name? I just was talking about her. What's the lady name?
Paula Dean.
Yeah, Paula Dean told me that one time. Just eat an apple, nigga. She said it just like that. I didn't think it was racist because she used apple before she said nigga, so it was cool for me. But yeah, she gave me that. She gave me that skin secret about apples.
Well, you are a fool. How things been going with you? How things been going with you as far as since we last seen you? How's everything?
Well, I did a ceremony for this guy that just had received his doctorate degree. He requested that I come and MC his party for him, and that was the first time I was ever around that many doctors besides myself. And it was a feat, just to get around. Sometimes people get a little sidetracked that they might be a little more educated than you. They might make a little more money than you, but you know what I'm doing? We all on the same playing field. A laugh is a laugh. And, they were blown away. And, from that, doing that show for the doctor, I received phone calls from people that were there. They want me to come do family reunions in Mississippi and North Carolina. So, God make a way out of no way.
Yes, He do.
Sometimes I get a little frustrated, a little fluttered that I feel as though, I should be on somebody's stage, once a week. But, God don't make mistakes, It's all in the part of His plan, It's just a minor setback for a major comeback.
That's
and I know my time is coming. I know it's coming.
It's coming.
And I just want to let people know, besides the jokes, I can uplift your spirit without jokes because I'm a spiritual person. I might slip and say a word or two here or there, but don't judge me.
That's right.
Don't judge me, and like God gave me that gift, and God gave me the gift also, talk to people and let people know that, I can look good, but I go through the same struggles that everybody else goes through, and some people just blessed to, hide it a little better. So don't think because you see me driving this car, wearing these shoes, or wearing these clothes, that, it's a struggle for me. But when I do make it, it's going to just be a living testimony. So I continue to just strive each and every day to remain positive. And sometimes that's hard, but when it's down to the point where you just feel like you can't do no more, that's when you just ask God to just lead me and show me the way, because He's ordering my steps.
That's right. And then it's important that you continue to keep God first, just like we said before, and we're going to continue to say it, and I applaud you, hats off to you. So just be Dr. Foolish for a moment and give us
that's the doctor in me when I'm giving you that, that knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
The foolish part in me, you just try to understand that, like today, like I was in the grocery store, and this white lady, she hit me with the buggy. And I know she hit me with the buggy because her groceries like shifted in the buggy. And she ain't say anything. And like she old or whatever. So, I like the God in me was like, ma'am, you can go ahead, if you're in a rush, I'm in no rush. You can skip. And she went around me. And the foolish part of me made me get my buggy and hit her on the back of the ankle. And then she said something to me, and I was like, listen, I didn't even know you to talk, because you just hit me with that goddamn buggy, and you ain't say excuse me. Now you holding the back of your ankle. I'm supposed to feel sorry. No, you shouldn't have hit me first. Now, a lot of people might think that was wrong, but my mama told me if somebody hit you, you hit their ass back. So, God forgave me. I didn't need her forgiveness. You ain't check on me when you down there dislocated my waist. When you hit me with that buggy, and I hit her ass so hard on the back of the ankle, I think I pierced a little bit of skin. And once that buggy hit you on the back of that foot, that shit hurt. It hurt. It hurt real bad. And then the crash, it was like, I can't believe it. I was like, yeah, it happened, yeah. It is what it is. Tick for tack.
You can't be losing your 165 pounds now.
Yep. And then on the way out the store, I had my dogs. I had them tied up, to like to the telephone like pole or whatever. And the older white lady, she was walking, up to the dogs, and she was like looking alarmed. I was like, ma'am, the dogs are not gonna bother you. She was like, oh, I'm not afraid of the dogs. It's niggas I'm afraid of. Oh, you finna get the business. Like, I don't know if there's an age limit when you just let old people say what they want to say and you just let that shit roll off your shoulders. But I was born with a different creed. You disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect your ass.
Are you serious?
And when she said, I ain't afraid of dogs, I'm afraid of niggas, I tried to make them bitches turn into Cujo and eat her whole ass up. But that's when God said, no, don't do it. So I just like bumped shoulders with her on the way inside the store. She was going in, I was going out. I tried to like dislocate her shoulder a little bit, but I ended up hurting myself because I think she had like a plate or something in her shoulder, and my shoulder still hurting. But my mama just told me when I get home, just put some Epsom salt on it, because black people Epsom salt cure everything.
Everything. Swollen feet, Epsom salt. Back hurt, Epsom salt. Tooth hurt, Epsom salt. Chicken pop, Epsom salt.
So, a car accident, Epsom salt. Broken heart, Epsom salt. A rotten ass, Epsom salt. Epsom salt cures for everything in the black world. I think if they really let scientists test Epsom salt, it probably could cure cancer.
It probably can.
Black people tell it.
It probably can.
Yeah, but it's been a roller coaster day. Then my friend, she got caught urinating outside, and the police, saw him, and the police was like, excuse me, this is illegal for you to be urinating outside. It's called indecent exposure. He was like, it's still indecent if you get circumcised. I died. Like, nigga, you can just pull your thing out in public if you circumcised. That don't make it indecent. He was like, I thought the turtleneck made it indecent.
Oh my gosh. Y'all got to get up.
And then like people lying, like, sometimes the people just tell you a bluntly lie in your face and won't even blink. Like, black people will swear to God and still be lying. Like, I put this on my mama's grave. I ain't lying, man. I swear to God, God can strike me dead, stupid needle in my eye. I ain't lying. And be lying like a motherfucker, man. If they start charging people to tell lies, I think people won't lie as much as they do. Like, people tell lies because they free. Like, it's like here in Melbourne, he told me on the way, walking out of Dixie Fried one day, he was like, Dr. Foolish, can you let me get $3? I was like, $3 whole dollars? He was like, it's imperative. I was like, imperative? Like when the crackhead used the word imperative, it is almost imperative that you do whatever they ask you to do. So me being the man that I am, I didn't have $3. I gave him a $5 bill. Like, man, you could just keep the change or whatever. He was like, Dr. Foolish, I swear to God. Let me repeat that. He said, Dr. Foolish, I swear to God, I will never ask you for another dime as long as I live. I put this on my mama's grave.
Did he ask you
I
again?
seen that nigga 3 days later. I was walking out the store. That nigga asked me for my change. That nigga was like, look, I know you mad, but I got something to tell you. It's been on my mind for 3 days. My mama ain't dead, and the doctor gave me 3 days to live. Nigga, get your ass out my face, Melvin. The crackheads used to ask you for a quarter when we was young. They don't even ask you for quarters no more.
No, they
ask you for shit like, you got $12 on you till tomorrow.
Yeah, they ask you for big change.
As soon as I get my check, I'm going to give it to you. I got you.
What check? Well, Dr. Foolish, let me just ask you this question about communication in general. How important it is to have an open relationship, especially with your mates.
Can you repeat that question? I didn't hear you. We're talking on my food stamp phone, so you don't have to speak up a little bit.
The importance of communications between you and your mates. Not you pointing you out, but,
I just feel like in a relationship, if there is no communication, there is nothing. I mean, how can you trust somebody if you don't communicate? How can you respect somebody if you don't communicate? How can you even love someone if you don't communicate? When communication is what brought people together. Like, you can't be brought together on just, I looked at her, she looked at me, and there was the, instant attraction, and we became, lovers, or we became friends. Like, I feel as though you have to communicate. You have to, you have to speak your mind. Even the best relationships are built on trust, but that trust is built through growing through words. So if I'm not talking to you and you're not talking to me, that there's no trust, there's no communication. So like in general, that if you speak, and whether it's whether it's something that could hurt somebody or whether it's something that could bring you closer to a person. Like, holding it in only hurts more. Like, if I want some fucking applesauce, I want you to get me applesauce. If I want apple juice, I want you to get me apple juice. Just point blank. Simple things. Like, because nobody's a mind reader. You can be with a person for 25 years and not even know that person. Well, I've seen couples that been married for 20 years and they just all of a sudden call it quits. And it ain't because the love left, communication left first. See, the things that build a relationship, once you lose those, in spite of those things, you destroy that relationship. If you talk, if you can, you remember like when you were in middle school and you could be on the phone and nobody wanted to hang up, you like, you hang up first. And then you be like, no, you hang up first. And then you be like, we gonna do it on 3, okay? Then you be like, 1, 2, 3. You ain't even hang up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the communication. Like, make a person feel wanted. Like, talking is the best asset you can have in a relationship. So don't nobody want to be with somebody that they can't come home and talk to and be like, babe, you know how my day was? I want to knock that bitch out at work today. And regardless of if we care about whatever you say, that we're communicating, that there's a communication factor, because communication is key. Communication is key in everything, in the relationship, in a job, and in school. You have to communicate, and I think that's what we lack in today's society. That, like, men, especially men, we see a big ass and we lose our mind. Like, it ain't no communication when you see an ass. It just your eyes. You know what I'm saying? And once you begin to talk to this person, she dumber than a box of rocks. You know what I'm saying? So you have to communicate. Communication is key. And anything that you do, not even in a relationship, communicate. Because if I was your boss and there was no communication, you wouldn't know whether your job was done in a satisfactory manner or unsatisfactory manner, because there was no communication. And you wouldn't even know if you were about to get fired because there was no communication. Bring it back to a relationship. You don't know. You never know. Like, some women, some men can say, I seen it come, because the communication just, it left. There was nothing. Can you imagine sitting to a candlelight dinner, nobody's talking? You can hear the wax dropping off the candle. That's sad. You have to talk. Talking brings about everything. You can't love a person if you can't talk to them. You can't love a person if you can't see them. And like I said, the communication is the center of an atom. It's the center of an electron. It's the center of a neutron. Yeah, I got scientific on your ass just then, just to let you know that I paid attention in biology, or was it chemistry? I don't know. I'm seeing both of them. I prayed for a D, but God answered my prayers and gave me a C. Ain't God good?
God is good.
Yeah, but you know, you have to communicate, Melissa. You have to in anything. Like, I would never know what's on a person's mind if there is no communication. And that goes to, like, serial killers. That goes to, like, people that go out and do, you know, terrible things, like the events that happened in Sandy Hope's, the little elementary school. That dude had no communication skills. Nobody stopped to talk to him. And I want to say this while we on the air. I'm the type of guy, I'll stop and I'll talk to a person that no one would think about talking to. You know why? Because I probably saved your life. Because you don't know what's on that person's mind. There was this kid, I see him walk all the time with us. He walks all the time. He just talks to himself. And you know, one day God moved him in, and I pulled my car on the side of the road. I parked it, I locked my doors, and I got out and I walked with him. And he was like, you know what, Dr. Foolish, I got 3 friends on Facebook. Me, you, and his mama. I was like, really? You know, I got a lot of friends, so I don't know everybody that's on there. But he was like, I only got 3 friends. I don't get hope. I don't get likes. I don't get nothing, but you get them all, and that must feel good. I said, well, from this day forward, anything you put on there, I bet you I like it. And that went a long way. Then now he came out that shell. I just seen him the other day at the basketball court, you know, talking to guys, just shooting around. They still think he's weird as hell, but guess what? He's progressing. Right. Because there was communication done. I mean, you know the type of person I am. You know the type of people that I'm around. And ain't people that I know mentally that I'm better than, but in a spiritual aspect, in the way God look at us all, we all the same. Some people are born with different problems and stuff, but communication, that's why you have psychologists. That's why you have doctors. That's why you have lawyers for to communicate, to get in the psyche of people. And I think that God has given me an amazing gift to be able to be able to talk to people. To be able to talk to people.
Can you give me one word that describes you as an individual?
Amazing.
Can you
Amazing.
elaborate
I mean,
more?
sometimes you just gotta pat yourself on the back and just toot yourself. Listen, I wouldn't have never thought 10 years ago that I would become the man that I am today. I love people. I'm the same guy that used to talk about people that didn't have. Or I'm the same guy that used to joke about people that didn't. They skin wasn't as clear as mine, or their teeth wasn't as white as mine. But God, He molded me. And that didn't make me a bad person. I was a child, but I never thought that I'd be such an amazing person. And anybody that's listening can call it what they want to call it. If you want to describe Dr. Foolish, don't say he's funny first. Say he's an amazing individual. That's funny. And having that trait will take me a long ways in life. The devil can't stop me. The devil can't stop me. I'm going to step right on him and keep moving. I see the devil every day. But I won't give the devil his satisfaction that he wants. That's just a speed bump. I'm going to just slow down and ride right over it and keep on going because he's ordering my steps. So remember, I'm amazing. I said it first.
Yes, you
Can't
did.
take my word. Can't nobody else take my word that comes on the radio.
They can't
I'm the
take
first
it.
amazing person.
What?
And I want to leave that impression on people that, man, that dude a fool, but he amazing. He amazing. And even when I'm on stage, when I'm performing, I do every show like it's my last. Hell, most of them be my last because I don't be knowing if, who's going to book me next. So I got to go out there with that attitude that, you know what I'm saying, I'm hungry. I want it. I wake up every morning, Melissa, and I know I'm one step closer to achieving my dream. And once I achieve my dream, anybody that's out there, if you don't know anything about Belle, Pahokee, South Bend, Clewiston, it was one of the most rural communities you will ever find. It's rough. And it made me who I am today. It made my skin tough. It made me want more in life because there's more to it than what we see on a daily basis. I've never been ashamed of where I'm from. Belle made me. Pahokee made me. South Bay, Clewiston made me who I am today. And once I do achieve that obtainable goal that I have set forth for myself to achieve, I'm going to bless my community. It ain't an issue about money. Money has never been an issue with me. It's about change. And I want to change the thoughts of people because, like I said, if I make it, when I make it, your child, somebody that's listening on the radio, child, my child, they going to say, man, Dr. Foolish made it. I can make it. Against all the obstacles that have been placed in front of me, I'm going to make it. Martin Luther King had a dream, why can't I? LeBron James had a dream, why can't I? Tiger Woods, nobody thought a nigga could go out there and just whoop on white people like he was Django out there on the golf course. And he did it, and he did it with so much poise, and he did it with dignity and respect. And once I get to that peak in my life, I'm going to do it with so much dignity, pride, and respect because I don't just represent Ismael, Dr. Foolish Nelson. I don't represent my mom. I don't represent my kids when I'm on that stage. I represent my home, that is Belle, Florida, and I'm going to rep it till I die. Till I die. I'm not from Wellington. I'm not from Royal Palm. I'm not from Western Palm Beach County. I don't say I'm from Palm Beach County. Anybody want to know where I'm from Belle, Florida, the funniest man in America. You heard it today.
Yep.
He ain't from Philadelphia. He ain't from Chicago. He ain't from Hollywood. He ain't from Los Angeles. He's from Belle, Florida. And that's me.
Wow. That was a mouthful right there. What separates you from any of the other local acts or any other local or even celebrities that you know of?
Well, we got a rapper right now by the name of Sauce. a.k.a. Chop Muck, I think I said it right. He's doing his thing in music game as of right now. Lady Red, she doing her thing. She dropped a mixtape, Cold Red. She working on a new mixtape right now. I talked to a young lady from Clewiston today about music. She actually sent the link over to my page. I listened to the song. Song's amazing. So it's it's an epic movement right now, right here in the Glades. Like Belle Glade for Oakland been closed and been slept on a long time. Like everybody just expect, we breed football players like mosquitoes. But the doors are revolving. And now you gonna see the comedians, you gonna see the entertainers that come from our community. And I hope, if it's not me that make it first, that anybody else that make it first, that they don't get complacent and forget about where they from. Because it's so easy. Because money is evil, man. Mm-hmm. You go to making money, shouldn't nothing change but your address. I'm just keeping it real. That's the only thing should change about you, your address. I ain't gonna never leave. No, I'm gonna leave. You can't put me on the tow truck and bring me back. I'm gonna bite the road. But that's my home. Wow. And I never forgot my home. I love the way it looks. I love the way it can look better.
True.
But that's what I grew up. I grew up seeing these buildings, these people. And they're some of the most beautiful people in the world. And they have some of the best spirits. Like, as much violence, as much pain as the city that has endured over the past 15 years, we still find a way to smile. They forgot about Belle Glade a long time ago. That's why it's so separated from West Palm, Wellington, and Roy Palm. We're those people to the people on the coast. But if you know, they got the biggest hearts, man. People in Belle Glade open their doors to a stranger, man. They will. I know they will. They've done it for me. They've done it for people that I know. Because if I ever was to fall, I know that my city gonna pick me up. Then they gonna dust me off and say, get what is, man, just go harder the next time. So failure ain't an option. They already told me that. I'm not gonna fail. That's not an option. Because my city supports me 200%. They support me, and I love my city for that. It's so easy for a person to say, oh, he not funny, he not this, he not that. But it take a human being, a God-fearing person to say, you know what, man, God got a calling on your life. Don't you give up. Don't give the devil that satisfaction. I'm more than just a comedian. I'm a humanitarian in my community. And I want to continue to give and give and give and give. I ain't trying to do what MC Hammer did, just give it away. But I want to put it in the right people's hands and watch my community develop into a community. It's a town. Right. I want to see it develop into a community. I want to be able to say, I brought 1,000 jobs to Belle Glade. That's my ultimate goal. I want to be able to say that.
You said
I opened up this center for these kids. I made a way. I made a change. So there's no giant on my back. I don't see the devil. Like Cedric, the entertainer, said, I wish a nigga would. I wish he would. You gonna get stuck on. God moved me. When he say move, I move.
That's right.
When he say go, I go.
That's
right. I know
right.
sometimes he probably don't approve on some of the things I say, but who are you to judge me?
Nobody has room enough to judge.
I got favor. He gave me the gift, and I'm going to use it to get exactly what I want. And like I said in the first interview, Melissa, I don't want to be good. I don't want to be all right. I don't want to be one of the best. I want to be the best. And if me wanting to be the best sounds crazy, then you crazy. Then you don't believe in yourself. Because I don't want to be second tier to nobody but God.
That's right.
Anybody ask who the greatest comedian on earth right now, I say I don't know who the greatest, but I know who the second greatest. That's me. Well, who the first? God.
That's right.
God. And hats off to Kevin Hart. He's doing an amazing job in his game right now by himself. But don't get too comfortable, because it's a dude from Belle Glade, Florida. Zip code 33430, area code 561. I'm on your tail.
You on it? That's right.
I'm on it. Best to believe I'm on it. I'm on it. So the world don't say, oh, he sacrificed somebody or he Illuminati. No, I ain't Illuminati. I'm a child of God.
I know
my
that's right.
My blessings just came. And be prepared for greatness. Just a matter of time. I know I'm headed in the right direction. Like I said, I wake up every morning. I'm one step closer than I was the day before. And I don't know if you've seen the post that I put on Facebook. Somebody asked me, why you post so many jokes? I'd rather see my community cry from laughing than to cry from somebody getting shot, than to cry from somebody going to jail. So if I'm posting too many jokes for you, then just change the channel.
Or get off your page.
Unfriend me.
That's right.
But my community needs this. I gave my community entertainment when there was nothing but tragedies going on. I lost 11 friends. 11 friends in 2 years due to gun violence. I lost 11 friends. 11 people that I can say I had their numbers in my phone. They either communicated with me on a daily basis through my business. We either communicated on Facebook. I lost 11 friends in 2 years due to gun violence. And it had to stop. And I used what God gave me.
Wow.
To make it happen. It's more than just a laugh for me. It's about bringing my community together. Because one day, wouldn't you like to say, man, I knew that fool when we was in school. Man, I done had that fool on the radio so many times that, you know, because I want to say that about somebody that I know. I get tired of seeing people on TV that I don't know that I probably ain't going to never see.
Right.
Never meet.
That's the day that I'm looking forward to seeing you, and I can sit back and say, yeah, I knew him, and he is, you know, the greatest, and he's awesome. And I want to go back to something you said about the community with the buildings and stuff, and how people get money and it changes their mind. I think the people that's coming up now, like yourself, myself, the Kingpin show was birthed from Belle. I mean, I think it keeps us, what keeps us humble and in doing our success is the fact that the old buildings are the crimes that was going on. It keeps us in remembrance that that's where we came from. That's where we want to go back and be a blessing to, and it allows us to continue to be humble. Don't just get to the point where, well, I got this amount of money till it doesn't even matter, or I'm going to live this glamorous life, and forgetting the fact that you was out there in the field. You was out there in the cane field making sugar. You was chasing rabbits to make a meal, or half of the time didn't have a meal, or half of us or people that we know was living in buildings that was ran down and ran over. So with you being able to be successful as a comedian that you are, and a humanitarian that you are, you're going to be able to bless the community. Like you said, come back and bless the community, because you're proud of where you come from. If you cannot say that you're proud of where you come from, shame on you. So
you don't know where you're going.
Right.
You have no sense of direction.
Right. So it keeps us in remembrance of to where we were.
They do it every day. Oh, I'm from Palm Beach.
No, I just probably live in Palm Beach, but technically I'm from Belle.
Yeah, same here. You know, I don't live in Belle anymore. I've been from Belle for 10 years. But that's still home. I'm still there almost every day, you know, in my business, every day. I could have opened up a business somewhere else, but guess what? I brought it back home, you know, because I know my people were going to support me. Well, I go somewhere and be a stranger and not know, you know, your surroundings. I know my surroundings.
Right.
God put me there. God had a strategic plan, and it's all falling in place. I'm just a blueprint. Just a blueprint. And once he's done molding me and put me into that sculpture of a man that he sees fit, that I think you deserve this, that's when, and that's for anybody. Once God finishes molding you and sculpt you into that person that he's so happy for you to become, then your blessings will be so abundant. It'll be so magical, so a multitude of blessings. You'll be getting stuff when you don't even know where it comes from. But in your heart, you know it's the power of God.
Right.
Prime may do it, but joy come in the morning.
That's
it
right.
Comes. And everybody go through it. Everybody gets sad. Everybody cry. It ain't no problem with crying. Let those tears out. Cry. But once you've done crying, you look in that mirror and you say, thank you, God, for just giving me the ability to stand up and look in this mirror and tell you that I love you. I love the person that I've become. I know I'm not perfect, Lord, but if you just show me the way, you show me the way, and I'll follow. It's all in the spirit.
That's
it's
right.
in the spirit. I grew up in the church. I can't forget the church. The church made me who I am. I could transform from a fool to a minister to a doctor. Come on, man. Might be doing the wrong thing. I might need to be preaching the word.
Go back in your prayer closet first.
But you know, my father's a pastor, Reverend Leroy Nelson Jr. My grandfather was a pastor,
Yes,
Reverend
sir.
Leroy Nelson. My great-great-grandfather was a pastor. I have 3 uncles that are pastors, but I just think that God want me to make them smile.
All right.
He want me to make them smile.
So, Dr. Foolish, is there anyone or any particular people that's supporting you on Facebook? If you know that by name, you want to give a shout out to, take this time out.
Man,
Twitter.
Because I know if I do that, I'm going to miss somebody, and then they're going to cuss my ass out, and then I'm going to cuss them back out, because, you know, God, like I said, he's still molding me. But, no, I just want to thank everybody. It's so easy for a person to get overlooked when you love by a lot of people.
Right.
I would never single any one person out. I thank God for you, Shifter. I thank God for everybody, man. Like anybody that has ever liked anything or almost attempted to like, or you know, that rooting for me, and even the person that's probably not rooting for me. I just hope that God can place a spirit on them to let them know that, you know, I'm a good person. I'm doing this God's work that I'm doing. God, people need to laugh. You think God don't laugh?
Mm-hmm. He had a sense of humor.
He got a big sense of humor. He can laugh at stuff. A lot of people probably be like, no, you need to pray for yourself. No. So it's like, you know, I just want to thank everybody, man. And the growing fans that I get every day, man. Like my followers are growing each and every day. And thank those people that share my jokes, that share my videos, that give me shout outs on Facebook. And the funny part that a lady told me is like, your friends won't support you until strangers start to praise you. But I beg to differ because my friends, they do support me. And whether it's fake, whether it's phony, whether it's out of envy or whatever, they continue to share me. Don't keep me to yourself, Melissa. Just like I make you laugh. If I'm good enough to make you laugh, I'm good enough to make your mama laugh. I'm good enough to make your friends laugh. I'm good enough to make anybody that you grow for or that you love. Because I won't want to keep laughter to myself. If I know a person can make me feel good on a daily basis, I'll tell the world, hey, man, y'all need to go follow this dude. This dude is amazing. Back to that word again.
Yeah.
That's my word. I think that I'm going to change my name from Dr. Foolish to amazing.
You know, Dr. Foolish, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I was down to my sister's house, and I think this okay for me to say, say my sister. I just didn't call her name, but she had no idea what I was, doing behind the scenes. So I allowed her to listen to a lot of the recordings that I've done, the commercials that I've done, and the last thing I let her listen to was the interview that we did in the studio. And my sister laughed so hard. She was crying. She was laughing. And it felt good for me to even see her laugh because she had been dealing with some stuff on her job. And she was like, oh, I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack and I'm sick and I'm tired. And she was laughing so hard. And when it was over, she said to me, she said, Melissa, I am so proud of you that you're doing something positive. And you found someone that's funny like this from Belle. And she said, I love him for making me laugh. Those were her exact words. And I was like looking at her like, okay, well, I will let him know that the next time I see him. But it goes to show that people who haven't heard you, and like you just said, don't just for us that do hear you every day and like your stuff on Facebook, share it with someone else. Because had I not gone down there, I wouldn't have known she was having a stressful day or a stressful week on her job, or even that she was dealing with anything, and that I was able to allow her to hear and see some of the things that I'm doing, as well as brought some laughter to her. She laughed through the whole interview, and it was like a whole hour.
That's the power of God. That's the power of God. And like you say, sometimes we all go through it. We all go through it. But just know that you got a praying soldier on your team, and that's me. I pray for the both of y'all, man. And I wasn't praying for the both of y'all because I ain't one of them people that lie and say, oh, I prayed for you. No, since that day I came to know you guys are in my prayers every night. That I want to see you guys grow a magnitude of success together as a cohesive union through God. Because I felt it. I don't beat around the bush.
No, you don't.
If I felt some type of way, I would have left.
You did. You would have.
And you know, I would have left. No, this ain't me. I ain't on this. I felt it. So even when things get bad, even when things get down and out, man, smile. Go watch a comedy show. go rent a DVD. Laugh together. Laughter is therapeutic. You ain't like people always say, let's pray together. I ain't knocking prayer. You know, sometimes think outside the box. Let's go laugh together. Let's go do something stupid. Let's go do some white people shit. Yeah.
Hey, I know this lady taught me this long time ago. I won't say her name, but she told me this long time ago. Everything ain't spiritual. And that's just real. Prayer, yeah, we gonna keep that in. We gonna keep that in everything that we do. But sometimes you're right. We have to go out and laugh and do some crazy stuff, off the wall stuff.
Yeah, man, you can't be mad and laugh. Laughter is the only thought that you can only do at that time. And you can hate the world, but when you laugh, that hate stops for 1 minute, and you laugh, and it might come back. But during that time, you laugh and laugh. If the world laugh more, it'll be less of crime. It'll be less of cheating. It'll be less of everything. It'll be less of doubt. Laugh, laugh, laugh. People say that foolish. Are you ever serious? No.
Again, Dr. Foolish, we just want to appreciate the love that you're showing us and giving, and the shout out you're giving to us, and we're gonna keep that in mind. And it's always a pleasure to talk with you and embrace you and have you here to, you know, embrace our presence with you. So with that being said and done, you want to close us out with something?
I just want to say, man, I love the world. You know, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, man, 'cause I go to talk and I can't stop, you know. But that did me. I just want to say I love you guys. I wish you guys the best. I'm praying for you guys. You know, you just do the same for me. So you know, sometimes I get a little frustrated, and that's just human nature. That ain't that I'm doubting God's will. It's just the human that's in me, you know. So just keep me prayed up at the same time, and I do the same for y'all. And I love y'all, man. And you know, keep on striving, man. And whatever obtainable goal you guys have set for each other, individually, as a team, as a cohesive unit, it don't happen. Just believe in God and keep God first. It's so easy to walk away, but a soldier stand right there and fight. And if you fall, get back up and try again. Just try harder. Just come from a different angle. David did Goliath.
So did.
And he had one rock.
You're right.
One rock.
Well, I'm gonna put this.
He hit him in the temple, but he defeated him.
Yeah, he did. I'm gonna put this out over the.
Man, stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. My life ain't all peaches and cream. I don't even never want nobody to think that about me. I have struggles, I have doubts, I have problems, but guess what? I know how to get on my knees. And even if I know how to talk to God when I'm driving my car. I know how to talk to him when I'm in the shower. I know how to talk to him if I'm on the basketball court. God listen all the time. You ain't even got to say the words. You can just think it, and he still understand. That's the power of God.
That's right.
So, you know, y'all got it. I ain't telling y'all, none of y'all don't know already.
True. But it's good to hear from someone else that came in to the studio just one time and was able to pick that up and was able to feel that love, and the atmosphere was set just right. So we're always open to hear that, and that's what we strive for, to make everyone feel comfortable and feel welcome at everything that we're doing. And we're going to always continue to pray and strive together with the goals and the foundation of what we're trying to do as a unit or whatever. So we appreciate you for even knowing that.
I made y'all smile, man.
You did.
I made y'all smile. That's it, man.
But
done, man.
But before we go,
I got like 7 minutes remaining on this food stamp phone, and you know my minutes don't roll over. I don't know how I'm gonna manage these last little 7 minutes for these next 19 days we got in this month, but God's gonna make a way.
Okay, well, check this out. Before you go, we putting this out on the air for you. On the 27th of July this month, that's a Saturday, starting at 2 p.m., you are officially invited to the pool party here at the house.
It's a pool there?
It's a whole lot here. It's a pool here, it's a big jacuzzi here, it's a big yard, and it's a check this out. Check this out. And we got a pond where we get red snappers from. Conch, crab, shrimps. Yeah, you invited.
Okay, but I can bring 3 white girls with me.
You can bring purple if you want to.
Okay, I'm bringing
Matter of
3
fact,
white girls. All 3 of their names Becky. I don't know how that happened, but they all named Becky. And we coming deep.
Okay, matter of fact, can you go find Smurfette from the Smurfs?
Hey, Radio World, I was just saying I ain't bringing no white girls. I'm bringing the bitch like it in burnt oil. I'm not one of those guys that gonna make it and then go get a white girl. I'm not saying I don't like white people. I'm just saying I love black people.
You're crazy. We got DJ City Boy coming through. DJ, of course, you know, Kingpin gonna be here doing his thing. One Blood, he's our general that he's been in the game for a long time. And our homeboy Ren, he's coming through. And we got some of the baddest rap group from Belle, Florida. Bad in the Gang gonna be in the house doing a live show for us.
Well, I will be there. I'm coming with a Ku Klux Klan sheet on and a cowboy hat on a white horse with some Al Jordans on and some church socks with a beeper on and a nameplate on my neck that say "nigga please."
And we're gonna end at this moment. Thank you, Dr. Foolish.
I love y'all, man.
Love you too.